Hello my darlings, this is your weekly horoscope for Monday the 28th of January going through until Sunday the 3rd of February 2019. Thank you so much for joining me. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Now I'm going to give you a daily rundown of what's happening in the sky, what the astrology and the planets are doing, and what energy that creates. So these weekly horoscopes are for all signs of the zodiac. They're for everyone who watches. If you like them, please share them on your socials, Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and Instagram and wherever you're active. And hit the subscribe button on the channel if you like my videos to be notified of new videos coming out. Now, these horoscopes are based on UK time, so just be aware of that and take the time difference into account if you're in the States or if you're in Dubai or if you're in Goa or Hong Kong. Let's take the time difference into account and don't get too hung up on the exact timings of when things change. So for instance, on Friday the 1st, the moon was into Capricorn at 48 minutes past midnight. It's not like at 48 minutes past midnight, it's like, okay, we're now in Capricorn mode. It's a gradual natural shift. So it happens over a couple of hours. So don't worry about that too much. Okay, so let's get started and have a look at what this week has for you. I've had a look at this and it's an amazing, positive, super week. It starts with Monday the 28th of January. The Scorpio moon trines Neptune in Pisces and sextile Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. So the Scorpio moon makes you incredibly intuitive. You look within. The connection with the imagination is very strong, and that has an effect on the physical, practical world. The sextile between Neptune, the water planet of dreams and imaginations, and Saturn, groundedness and strictness and structure, that sextile hasn't happened since 1995, and it's going to happen 3 times this year. And what it does is it unites the spiritual world with the physical. So Monday the 28th, expect intense feelings and to manifest those feelings into reality very quickly. So be vigilant about what the inner landscape is like. It will happen very quickly. So if you're sitting there going, oh, I'm so miserable, no one loves me, life is a load of BS, it's so hard, you're going to manifest more of the same. If you are positive and listen to your feelings, the alarm bells going off, it's important that you listen to positivity, and maybe in the morning just get in touch with your feelings and realize that you are supported by the universe, that it's time to wake up and there's love available for you and the universe loves you, and you start the day with that kind of energy. You're going to manifest positive things in your life. So give yourself a push. If you are, if you feel like the Monday blues or whatever, really give yourself a kick in the backside and say, listen, buck up today, be happy, act as if everything is wonderful, because you're really going to manifest things like that. And you have a choice here. You can either manifest wonderful, fabulous things, or you can manifest more things to be annoyed about and to be grumpy about. It's also a wonderful day to have a reading with psychics, intuitives, mediums, as the veil between this material world and the spiritual world is practically non-existent. So if you have questions about your life purpose, or what the future holds in terms of your career, or what the best career would be for you, or what's coming up for you in love and health and children and moving, and you want some answers on that, it's a fabulous day to have a reading, because the veil isn't there. So it's really easy for us to kind of tune in and to get the answers. Tuesday, the 29th of January, the moon goes into Sagittarius at 2:34 in the afternoon. So you're going to feel more adventurous here on Tuesday. The Aquarius sun, so your identity is very much linked with thinking and helping other people. And that's sitting right on top of the communication planet Mercury, also in Aquarius. So Mercury, the communication planet in an air sign, is happy because it's able to get its thoughts across and to be eloquent and articulate and to really move quickly the way Mercury wants to. In Greek mythology, Mercury is Hermes, the messenger of the gods. So the pace needs to be quick, and in Aquarius, Mercury gets that quick pace, so it's happy. So Tuesday, the tone of the day really changes dramatically, and you become much more positive. You don't look within so much. You look at the future, you become teachable, willing to travel, to have fun, and to be of service to other people through communication and teaching. So add a dose of fun here deliberately by doing something nice for yourself on Tuesday as a reward for coming through the recent darkness. We've had the moon in Scorpio for a couple of days, and even though it's a very positive time in terms of love and new beginnings and looking to the future, if you haven't felt that you know, things haven't started and things have fallen through, or things have not worked, and you've got some negative news, there's also been a real potential to be very depressed and to be very, oh, you know, nothing works for me in life. And on Tuesday, if you've had that energy, or if you've had that feeling, if you've felt under the weather like that, or you've had the blues, Tuesday is really going to be the day where that is swept away, and you do look to the future again, and it lifts. You're naturally lifted. You don't have to do it yourself. The universe does it for you. Wednesday, the 30th of January, we've got the Sagittarius moon conjuncting the lucky planet Jupiter, which is also in Sagittarius. So they are happily married here on Wednesday. The moon also forms a happy relationship with Mars in Aries, the male principle in the sign that it rules, so that is over the moon. Couldn't be any happier. And it also has a positive relationship with the Sun and Mercury in Aquarius. The only thing it kind of causes friction with is Neptune, the water planet of dreams and imaginations. So on Wednesday, making plans, having fun, spending time with other people, socializing, and doing the things that you enjoy that usually may seem frivolous, or you're just wasting your time, those are really important for you to enjoy. So you really need to make some time here for yourself on Tuesday and Wednesday to celebrate yourself, to do things which are just there for you to have fun, and to celebrate you, and to pat yourself on the back and say, do you know what, well done for getting through a difficult period, and well done for always hanging in there and always taking care of me. You can do mirror work. It's exceptional. With your inner child, you can look in the mirror and you can say, thank you for taking such good care of me. Thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And it's really important, because when you do that often and when you do it consistently, and you kind of catch a glimpse of yourself when you're out shopping and you see yourself in one of the windows, you see your reflection and you're like, oh, there's someone I love who's with me right now, instead of, oh my God, look at that horrible, lanky, crooked thing over there. Ugh. It's a whole different attitude, and you've got to take the initiative to see yourself as something glorious and wonderful, because then you manifest yourself that way. People who have a real belief in themselves, and who really talk themselves up, and who get other people to believe in this myth that they've created, those are the people who really manifest things on planet Earth and who succeed. So on Wednesday, The connection you make will, the connections that you make by having fun and socializing and being out there and just expressing yourself in a fun and unique way, that's going to have a serious and positive effect on your life. But you can make friends that are lifelong friends today. You can really make connections which are going to last on Wednesday the 30th. So avoid going down the rabbit hole by being alone. Instead, connect with others and have fun. And you really do have a choice today. Rumination that leads to nothing and unhappiness, or making new friends, new connections, and learning new things and saying, okay, I don't feel great, but I'm gonna be willing to see if there's something out there that makes me laugh. Imagine that, smiling and laughing again. Thursday, the 31st of January, last day of the month, the Sagittarius moon conjuncts Venus, the love planet in Sagittarius. It forms a happy relationship with Mars, the man, and Uranus, the rebel. Both of those are in Aries, which are about let's go. Saturn is in Capricorn, the structure of your life, and that forms a happy relationship with the water planet, Neptune. And the moon in Sagittarius squares Chiron in Pisces. So Thursday is one of the luckiest days of the year. I'm speaking slowly to emphasize this. For singles who are looking for love. The energy of love is so strong, you'll be magnetically pulled towards your soulmate like a toy on a string. So get out there, have fun, enjoy yourself, take time off and enjoy life. You know, when things are good like this, and when you have the potential to really have the best experiences, only a fool wouldn't get involved with that. So when life is good, appreciate it and enjoy it. Now, there's always a flip side, right? Because we live on planet Earth, we live on planet duality. And you're single and you're looking for love, and for whatever reason, you don't meet your soulmate today. Something is blocking you internally, like maybe really low self-esteem, which makes you appear as really insecure, and that means that your soulmate doesn't see you because he or she is vibrating at a different frequency, and you just are like two ships in the night passing each other. Then that can really feel depressing and sad. So as good as this week is, and as much potential there is to transform your life and to be positive, there's also the possibility of really sinking into this pit of oh, nothing works for me, and love is just for other people, and I have all of these dreams and they don't come true. Don't do that to yourself and forbid yourself to think that way, and be positive and stop criticizing yourself and deliberately say, I believe in love. I believe that my life will get better. I believe in a more positive future, and I'm not going down this rabbit hole of depression and this downward spiral. I'm self-disciplined, and I'm just not going to allow my thoughts to go there. End of story. Okay? So get tough with yourself, celebrate your life, have fun. It's like, relax, have fun. It's like, oh my God, okay, fine, I'll have fun. It's like you're being forced almost to enjoy yourself, and it's just like, how am I gonna relax when someone's yelling at me, or how am I gonna have fun when someone's like forcing me to have fun? It just doesn't feel right. So make it feel right for yourself. Find something that's funny and that you can engage with, and hook yourself to that. So go look at something that makes you laugh and do it. And really be self-disciplined. Think of the 9 of Pentacles in the tarot, the woman who's trained this falcon and who is rich and abundant because she is disciplined and she works at it every day. So this can be the best day of your life here, Thursday the 31st. And if it isn't, then don't let yourself become discouraged. Say, there was a reason why this hasn't happened, but it will happen in future. And I will never give up on that. Friday the 1st of February, the beginning of a whole new month, the moon goes into Capricorn at 48 minutes past midnight, like I said earlier. So the moon in Capricorn is more grounded, it's more focused on work. Mars is still in Aries, hooray, and it creates friction with Pluto, the planet of transformation and change, which is in Capricorn. So the Capricorn moon forms a harmonious relationship with Saturn, foundation and structure. That's also in Capricorn, and it also forms a harmonious relationship with the water planet Neptune. So on Friday the 1st of Feb, your vigilance around your thoughts, keeping them positive and future oriented, that pays off again today through instant manifestation of love in your life that changes and transforms everything while providing you with a whole new structure. So let's say you meet the soulmate, the love of your life, and it changes your whole life because now there's this whole other presence there, and you go see her house and there's this whole structure, and she's got 2 kids from a previous relationship, and you walk into this whole new situation which is very, very real. So it's a day for hopes and dreams to come true, Friday the 1st of February, and that is a really good way to start the month. So if the 1st of February is about your hopes and dreams coming true, that's a really good indicator for the rest of February, so that's awesome. Now, if you're not interested in love at all, if you're happily married and that's all sorted out for you, if you're retired and you really don't want to be with anyone anymore, you know, you're 88, you were married for 60 years, and you're not looking for companionship, you're happy being by yourself and you're just not interested, then Thursday and Friday can also serve as fabulous days to start new businesses, to realize personal hope and desire, to be creative, to start a new project. And it's also great to speculate or to gamble or to work with the stock market, because that will give you a thrill and you have an intuitive knack for what's going to happen, what stocks are going to do well and which ones aren't going to do so well. So investment wise and money wise, Thursday and Friday are also very, very good. On Saturday the 2nd of Feb, the Capricorn moon conjunct Saturn in Pluto. No, conjunct Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn. So the moon sits right on top of Saturn, which is the planet of structure, and Pluto, which is the planet of the phoenix rising from the ashes, transformation and change. They all huddle together. The love planet Venus is in Sagittarius, and that is supported by Uranus, electricity, the miraculous, the unexpected. That's in Aries, also future oriented and fired up. And Venus squares Chiron in Pisces, so there's no space for pain, no space for past disappointment. They're in the past, they're gone. The Capricorn moon also squares Mars in Aries, and again it sextiles Neptune in Pisces, the water planet. So on Saturday the 2nd, you are totally adamant that your hopes and dreams will be realized. So well done. You listened to my advice not to go down the sad route. I haven't met the right person, so there must be something wrong with me. No, you have stopped all self-criticism. You've been disciplined in terms of saying, I am the best. I am a divine spiritual being, and I glorious, and I'm going to let my light shine, and I'm going to manifest positive things in my life. Saturday, you really, really embrace that and feel that. So you have this otherworldly confidence in yourself, an incredible self-belief, and that kind of self-belief can take you, it's magic. I saw a documentary on Falco, this Austrian singer, and he was like, he grew up in a Viennese working class district, and he had absolutely no chance of making it in the music business, or especially getting to #1 in America. And then he made this Amadeus song, and he really talked himself up. He acted as if he was the biggest star there ever was. And because of that, someone who on a common sense level had absolutely no chance of making it became this world famous international superstar. He couldn't sustain it because he then, the funny thing in the documentary that really touched me was he made it. He was #1 on the Billboard chart in America, you know, this little boy from Austria. And everyone was celebrating and everyone was jubilant, and he cried and he said, "I'm done now. I'm never going to achieve this kind of success again." So you see, perspective is everything. He mourned the fact that he was #1 on the Billboard chart instead of celebrating it. So on this day, you know that you can achieve great things in all areas of your life: career, love, finances, moving elsewhere. If you want to make a change in your life for the better, today is the day to do it, Saturday the 2nd of February. Everything astrologically supports you in this endeavor, and you will know, like I said, you're adamant and you are utterly self-confident in saying, "I want this hope and dream to be realized, and I'm going to make it happen." So Saturday is the day to really do that and to make the ideas you've got a physical reality. Finally, on Sunday the 3rd of February, we've got the moon going into Aquarius, the sign of the humanitarian, an air sign. Venus, the love planet, enters Capricorn, much more serious now, and it still squares Chiron in Pisces, so there's no space for disappointment and pain. The communication planet Mercury is still in Aquarius, loves it, and it conjuncts the lucky planet Jupiter, which is in Sagittarius. Jupiter rules Sagittarius, so Jupiter is able to shower us with good luck in a way that it usually can't. So communication and planning now become your best friends here on Sunday. You're also able to influence other people, and because your excitement and your motivation to make things happen is so contagious that you're able to influence people and get them on board with the changes you want to make in your life. So for example, you want to move and you need to convince the family, and because you're so pumped up about it, you convince them and they're like, "Yeah, let's go, let's move. It's going to be amazing." So again, you're determined to live your life to the fullest and to live a life that's filled with love. Existing partners can communicate and understand each other so clearly today. So if there's something in your relationship that has never really been resolved, or you've never seen eye to eye on this certain issue, you've never really been able to understand each other, today is the day to discuss that and to get onto the same page. Singles are able to attract love and to start new relationships, very similar to Thursday, the 31st of January. So get grounded, socialize, and look to the future. And I do want to mention this caveat again. Okay, so for example, I work from home. I'm single, and because I work from home and I live in a city, I don't get out that much. I mean, I go grocery shopping and I go to the museum and I go to shows occasionally, but you know, I spend a lot of time by myself. So when these amazing opportunities arise and I go out and I am like, okay, today's the day I'm going to meet my soulmate, and it's exciting, and I'm looking around and I'm making eye contact and wow, there's something gonna happen, and then nothing happens, it can be really devastating. It can be very disappointing. And the important thing is to be a grown-up, to be disciplined, to say, do you know what? I am 37, the odds are against me. I don't look the way, you know, the gay community wants me to look. I'm using myself as an example. So that's even more of a challenge. But I'm not going to give in to despair. I'm not going to just rely on common sense that says, oh, you're never going to meet anybody and you're going to be alone forever. Or that negative ego voice. I choose to believe in the miraculous and the unexpected because I'm in touch with my higher power, and my higher power is made of love. So I choose to believe the messages that I get from my higher power, that I am loved, that I'm unconditionally loved, that I am a divine spiritual being, and that life is going to be miraculous. It's unexpected, beautiful things are going to happen. So even though I have moments like that where I'm devastated, I snap out of it very quickly and I say, come on, Nine of Pentacles, lady who works hard, get back on the horse, think positively, and keep going, because you don't know what life has in store for you. I could have never imagined talking to you guys on camera like this, because years ago I had crippling social anxiety, and I would never ever ever be able to film myself or even watch myself back. It would have just killed me. And miracle of miracles, here I am talking to you. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Life has a million possibilities that are available to me and to you. So that's what I want to underline this week. It is such a great week that because we live on planet duality, this greatness can also turn into great disappointment if it doesn't work out the way you imagine, or if there is something blocking these great things coming in. You've got to be disciplined and grown up enough to realize that if it doesn't happen on Tuesday, it may happen on Friday, or it may happen next year. But it's not your job to give up. It's your job to keep going, to stay positive, to make the most of the life that you've been given, because you're awake and alive today for a reason. The universe is going to decide when you leave the planet. And you haven't left the planet yet. So there's something that's outstanding. A miracle is still going to come into your life. And what I'm saying is that if you socialize and you get out there and you try your best to connect with people, you make it easier for the universe to realize these wonderful things, rather than being holed up in your flat where you have absolutely no chance of meeting anybody. I mean, there are dating apps and things like that, so you can connect with people remotely. But and that's another great way to connect with people. But the important thing here today and this week is to keep your head in a positive space, because I felt a lot of people lately have been depressed. I myself last week really struggled with feeling a sense of depression, and I had to continually remind myself, come on, Nine of Pentacles. I choose who I work with. And when I get discouraged, I work with the Lady Nine of Pentacles. When I want help in terms of doing mediumship work, I work with my spirit guide Colette, and I ask her for help. So I have different guides for different things, and they help me in different situations, and I always reach out and ask for help. But yeah, last week I really had to remind myself a lot and really be disciplined, and this week it's either going to be fabulous, or you're going to have to exercise some of that discipline and say, okay, hasn't happened today, it'll happen tomorrow. So have a wonderful week. I hope you have a fabulous start to February here. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the book your readings button to book your reading, or click on the readings tab and order your reading there. In my personal readings, I use astrology, tarot, and numerology. To draw up your birth chart, I need your place of birth, date of birth, and time of birth. And that is a snapshot of the sky at the moment you were born. And that is really a blueprint of your soul. It's amazing what it shows me. It shows me what your life purpose is. It shows me what you're gifted at when it comes to work. I believe that everyone who comes to planet Earth has been given some talent that they can use to really thrive financially. Everyone, I really believe that, and I look at that and see where your talent lies. I look at what's destined for you in love and health and moving, career, spiritual development, growth. I can answer your questions about what's coming up in future. I can compare your horoscope with a potential partner to see if you're a good match. And I can show you when the right partner is coming into your life, and if there's anything you need to do to prepare for that. So I can really answer any questions you may have. So please get in touch via the website to order your reading, gregoryscott.com. If you like this video, please share it on the internet, basically, with everyone and anyone you can. I don't advertise, so I rely on kind, lovely people like you to share these videos so that other people know I exist and that I do this work. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Have a fabulous week here, and I'll speak to you soon.